Yeah. What's good, y'all? Good evening. Good evening. Let me get this out to the people. Shout out to everybody joining the chat. I see y'all. I see everybody coming into the room. Let's give it a second. We ain't gonna rush it. We ain't gonna rush it. All right. Who gonna war with us? Back to applying pressure as soon as they felt that we was easing up. Let me get to the chat. What we got going on in here? Shout out to everybody in the building so far. Big Snow, I see you. Exclusive Battle League, we here. Bull City Boy 81, Chip. 5J1K family, dope. J Flame says respect to ARP. Much respect back to UG. Lil Cat says, here we go. RBE, salute ARP from Jose Soto. Appreciate that. Kyle Lankford, we in the building. UK in the building. Shout out to Big Duty or Big Duddy. JRK finally catching one of these off the rip. Oh, you be missing when we start live, huh? Larry Bush says RBE. Big Snow 214 says, bro, you the king. Thank you, G. I appreciate you. Wave Gang. I see Venue GPS in the building. We ready. Labor Day. Labor Day is gonna be so special. It's gonna be so special. Garland Hardwin says happy Monday. Likewise. Slim Diesel says talk about it. Yeah, we in here, man. We in here. Aaron R the poet. I don't know nothing about that, man. I don't know nothing about that. I'm focused on Max Out 3 right now, September 2nd. Chill, I'm scared, Lil Cat says. What we do to scare you? We ain't do nothing. All right, y'all. So I got Goodz coming up in a second. If you know the RBE channel, if you know the Sorry is True type of damn, I got a little bit of a lisp right now. Pardon a little bit of a lisp I got. So if anybody caught a Sorry is True, damn, I could really hear it live. I did like maybe like November, December, maybe even January. I told a bunch of people that I invested in Invisalign. I had like a bite correction that I wanted to do along the top of my my joints to the rear. And it's been a real simple process, but damn, this particular, you change the tray every week. You know what I'm saying? It takes you through stages. And this one right here got me talking with a fucking lisp. Damn, that's crazy. I always had pretty good teeth though. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's took care of the young boy when I was like in 5th grade. I got braces. So I always had pretty good teeth, but you know, as you get a little bit older, still movement, still some shifting going on over the years. And I was like, whoa, what's that right there happening over? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. So I went and got the Invisalign. And this week got me sounding crazy. So I just want to get that out the way for people that's just like, yo, why the fuck does he sound like a all right, so yeah, I got Goodz coming up here in a couple, y'all. And if you know the Sorry is True podcast leading up to events, you know that I go live with everybody on the card. I think I got RX coming on either tomorrow or the day after. I got Cal coming this week. This weekend, I got an exclusive sit down with Hitman and Calico. Tweet me your questions for those two guys. I got some real interesting stuff that I'm going to be asking Hitman. Some questions that I came up with as I analyze his current, his recent past, previous battles, what he's coming off. He's talking about Cassidy, Calico, Easy to Block, and now Ill Will. There's some controversial questions that I'm going to ask Holla. There's some stuff I want to ask him about his peers, stuff I want to ask him about his stats. There's a lot of stuff I gotta ask Holla when we sit down. And the only reason I'm not gonna go live with Holla is because the type of questions that I came up with that I want to chop with him. Holla's a real passionate guy, man, and I could see some of those questions turning into topics. And I feel like me and Holla might end up sitting down for like 2 hours. I wouldn't be surprised. So I feel like, you know what? Let me just record it. Then I'll chop it down into pieces, each question, and I'm going to release it as fast as possible to the channel for y'all. So I got that sit down happening this weekend. What else I got going on? Yeah, this week you're gonna be seeing me live. Every time you see a notification go up, you know what I'm saying, and it says live with or whatever, it's gonna say it in the title. So I'm gonna start getting on with everybody. It's about that time. Face offs too. You're gonna get you're about to also get that Hitman and Ill Will face off, pre-face off. And of course, we're gonna do the whole press conference for you guys where the entire card does a face off, including Hitman and Will sitting in front of each other even a last time before the day before the event. Part of me damn near wants to switch the face offs to a different, to like a venue, and even, you know, lit out, not like tickets for sale, but like free tickets so that I can keep account and gauge and let some fans come into that. I'm thinking about it because that Friday, it's still going to be streaming on a live stream on the RBE channel. But that press conference, I think, is going to be very, very big. I think a lot of people is going to want to tune into those face-offs the Friday before the event on the channel. It's going to be that evening like we always do. But when you got Hitman and Ill Will, and y'all going to see a pre-face off of them, but to see them again the day before to get that last temperature check, then to see A Verb and A Ward. We're saving A Verb and A Ward for the press conference the day before. They're not going to see each other face to face. They're not going to go back and forth face to face until the press conference. That alone is going to be crazy to see. You got Calico and Goodz. You got Young Ill and Big K. I'm interested to see what that looks like. I don't even remember the last time I saw Young Ill face off. I don't even remember how he be giving it up in face offs. You got Head Ice and Show Off. You got QB and RX. You got the whole rest of the card. I don't even know if I should bring the people from the surprise battle on the stream that night. If I do, I won't say it. I'll probably just bring them on as special guests. And I'll be, maybe if I mix in a bunch of special guests, you still won't be 100. I don't know. I'll see how it plays out. The one and only, appreciate the super chat, is Cassidy hosting the face off. Cassidy is my guy. So Cassidy is definitely welcome to host the face offs. I might have to tap in with him, shoot him a text, or give him a call and see if he wants to host the face offs. I don't really want to do the face offs for Max Out 3, to be honest. If I do hop on the stream, I'll jump in here and there, maybe to shoot some important questions and something like that. But I don't want to fully host the face offs for Max Out 3. I don't mind doing it. And there's going to be a lot of people in the building that I think would be dope to see if they host the face offs too. Or maybe I'll switch up based on the battle. I don't know. Maybe we'll see a whole bunch of different people co-hosting the face offs for that press conference the day before the event. So we'll see. We'll have fun with it either way. It's going to be a fucking movie because it's just going to be so much to see. And being able to see A Ward and A Verb for the first time. And like I said, you guys are going to get that pre-joint for Will and Hitman. But it's going to be wicked. There's going to be a lot of energy in the room. So I don't know. Maybe I'll invite some fans and bloggers to that. I don't know. I got to see how that works out. There's talks going around of a battler or performance of the night bag. That is official. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a performance of the night bag. I just feel like to come away with performance of the night on a card like this with this much talent on it, it's deserving, man. It's deserving. I don't got the number set in stone yet. I got a general area that I think I want it to be in, that I think is a good number, dope just to walk away with. Like, hey, just this is how I was going to show up for Max Out 3 anyway. And then to walk away with that added bag, I think it'd be kind of sick. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to be adding any other bags. There's a couple things that I have in mind, but I don't want to make them official yet. But the performance of the night definitely is going to go up. Music and mental health. Appreciate the super says. It's dope that after all these years of league ownership, you still a fan and still get excited for battles you book. Pound salute. Absolutely. I 100% still get excited. You got to realize too, as much as the business has to line up so that we can continue to be profitable and do this for you guys, like I'm not Santa Claus. I'm not here to just give away money and then do an event again in a month or two or whatever. Like I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy. I understand what it's like to start up a company and you have your losses. But at this point, 10 years in, I paid my dues. I paid my dues. So the business has to line up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a big piece of RBE, bookings and matchmaking that just comes from a fan's perspective and my own creativity, or Lawrence or Winged or whoever has and sometimes even the fans, creativity or what people want to see. People say like we are notorious for creating battles that nobody asked for, but turns out classic. That means that somebody had to, mad scientist that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to see it. Somebody had to be willing to take a chance on it. And if you're booking a matchup and it's not just like, you know what, if I get this guy and this guy, I'm gonna make some money. We all want to make money. But if that's not all you're doing, if you're saying like this particular person right here and this person right here, the time and their backstories, what they're coming out of, the energy that they have, the matchup style, what their strengths and weaknesses are, all these different components, and you put that together, why wouldn't I be excited? Because a lot of the matchups that I book, I'm doing that type of shit. I'm not just saying, damn, how much money do I think I'm gonna make off of Hitman versus Ill Will. And I mean, of course, once again, business is business, but as a style matchup, I waited like 2.5 years for that fucking matchup. Yeah, if some of y'all know the history of that shit, right? That's a style matchup. I think seeing Hitman and Ill Will in front of each other, going back and forth with whatever they crafted for that night, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. So yeah, there's a lot of work around these events, but by the time that coin flips, and I get to like just listen to the creativity of these guys, I'm a fan just like y'all, man. I'm a fan of all these. I'm a fan of everybody on the card. You know what I'm saying? So can we get Harlem Legend to host on a face off? Sure, I don't mind. Like I said, now that I'm thinking about maybe having different people host each. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Harlem Legend is welcome. Shout out to Harlem Legend. He the homie. I don't want to miss any. We still got Goodz coming up in a couple, y'all. I got y'all. Aaron R, the poet. Appreciate the super. Yes, we believe. Appreciate you for having the fans' best interests as well as the culture. Is there a match as a fan you want to see but haven't been able to book for RBE? Um, Shit. The last one that was like that was Hitman and Will, and we got it done. But I think that's sitting out there. I think as a fan, or even regardless, even if it lands over here, Daylight and Lux, I want to see Daylight and Royce. I want to see Calico and Show Off. I want to see Goodz and Big K. I want to see um Lux and B Dot. I still want to see. That's just me. Um Shit, Cassidy versus either Rum Nitty or Cassidy versus Big K. I want to see Coach Coleon versus Big K. I want to see Remy Ma versus somebody. I want to see I want to see a lot of shit, man. I want to see Ill Will versus Easy to Block. There's a lot of shit I want to see, man. There's a lot of things that I still want to see as a fan. And hopefully some of those we can make happen. Hopefully some of them happen in other places. Just hopefully they happen. I just want to see this shits, man. The fuck. All right. So as we waiting for Goodz to come up, let me also talk about a topic that's been on my mind. Pressure. Pressure. Pressure for the performances and the matchups on Max Out 3. Who do y'all think has the most pressure on this card? Now, what constitutes the pressure of being on Max Out 3? You're not only just on the biggest card of the year, you're on one of the biggest cards in a long time. You're on one of the best cards on paper that's ever been put together. And I continue to say that confidently and start all the way at like a top 15. I'll take that. I'll start all the way at the top 15. That's a good matchup. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. Appreciate the super, Alistair Hall, Cassidy versus Conceited. Um, it's one of the biggest cards on paper in battle rap history. Like you got to call when I think about some of the biggest cards in battle rap history. Of course, Summer Madness 2, and you know what's one that pops up in there? You got to give credit where credit is due. The Crown event done by Guerrilla Warfare. Shout out to Miss Gracie, and shout out to Big Cannon and everybody over there, Gutterman and everybody over there that put that card together. The Crown is a legendary card. That's one for the books. I think the Crown 2 was kind of mounting up to be epic as well. The original Crown 2 card had Hitman versus Shotgun Sugar on it. And then when that battle got interfered with or sabotaged or whatever, allegedly, no, fuck allegedly. It's all facts and documented. I think that's how then battles like Math versus Big K came onto the card, and maybe a couple other matches. But the Crown series is like a world domination or a blackout or a max out or a summer madness. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of world doms that have been crazy, that have been epic. The one where they did the surprise battle with Disaster and Hollow, that was just one of those events where if you were there, like the building, the energy was just so epic. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous. And I don't know how King of the Dot did it. I don't know how last minute the battle was. I just don't know. But behind the scenes, rarely do you see a battle that's kept secret like that. That well. That well. Like that Disaster and Hollow surprise battle. I know everybody there. I know the owners. I know the battlers. I'm behind the scenes. I'm a part of all of this type of shit. I didn't know. The fucking lights turn red or whatever, and then they go out, and then they got two guys with masks on, just standing on stage. And then when the lights come on, they take their masks off, like Disaster Hollow. Oh shit, yeah, I'll take that. Crazy. No, it's crazy. So to keep those type of battles secret is so dope. So yeah, there's been some epic moments and epic cards and events that have happened. And I think as we start to think about it, I think max out, if you start with like a top 15, max out 3 goes in there. And that's a big accomplishment to me on paper because thousands of cards get created. You know what I'm saying? So that's pressure, because a big piece of the hip hop culture that follows battle rap will be tuned in on September 2nd. You know what I mean? If I just want to generally say, I would just be like, the world's going to be watching. Like on September 2nd, we already see the anticipation on the stream and on the pre-sales. It's going to be an epic night. And that within itself motivates the battlers. All right. I don't think anybody on this card has an easy matchup. Nobody. Hitman could damage Ill Will. Ill Will could damage Hitman. A Ward could damage A Verb. Verb could damage A Ward. And it just continues down the line like that. Like nobody, think about it. And we haven't even, I'm waiting on a trailer right now. Shout out to Ruin Your Day and the homie Avocado. As soon as that full trailer hits my inbox, I'm going to let y'all know the last 4 battles too. All right. So y'all didn't even get the last 4 announcements of the 10 that's going to be promoted, minus, of course, the 11th battle, which will be a surprise in the building. But that's going to be dropping any day now for y'all. But point being, nobody has one of those battles where everybody's just like, 3-0. I haven't seen one of those in these matchups. So your opponent becomes pressure. The card becomes pressure. Your peers become pressure. You see, like the St. Louis guys, for example, they're starting to compete with each other a little bit. I see Verb saying things like, I'm competing with everybody. I see Hitman reply to that, like, put the money on the floor. He's trying to take a bet with A Verb right there in front of everybody in the public. Calico said something similar. You know what I'm saying? Calico's there like, yeah, I'm trying to compete with everybody. It's not even about Goodz. How many times do we see battlers of that caliber that have been around that long talk about, yo, I'm here to compete with everybody else on the card? That's because of how big and how crazy and the energy of the card is. These guys are veterans. Typically, they get booked. It's another day in the office. They're professionals. They show up. They give a good performance. They get their money. They go home. Can't complain about that at all. I have a million cards like that. But when I see multiple people jumping out talking about, I'm competing with the other people on the card, doesn't happen all the time. Then you got the performance of the night. I feel like all of these elements is not just going to come together to give y'all, if not classics, some great battles, but the pressure of this situation. So let's get to the question a little bit more now. When we say, who's got the most pressure on them? They're going to say Ill Will has pressure on him because fans have been asking for him to have the battles that they feel like he deserves. And I agree. Where's Hitman versus Hollow the Dawn? Where's Ill Will versus Hollow the Dawn? Where's Ill Will versus Hitman Hollow? Where's Ill Will versus Easy to Block? And you know what I'm saying? Like, so he's having them. Like this year, you had Hollow the Dawn. September 2nd, he has Hitman Hollow. There's not really too many battles that you can go that's bigger than that. Like, until you get to like celebrities and shit. So it's just like you're already at the top as far as matchups. So Ill Will 100% gets the matchups that he deserves, his talent, the work that he's put into the culture and RBE over the years, 100%. But you don't want to land in matchups like this, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yo, you didn't deserve to be there, or you didn't belong there, because the culture will do that to you in a split second. They'll say you're the best, you're the greatest, you deserve this, and then if you don't show up and show out, they'll turn on you quick. Nigga like fucking Ill Will, you finally get the Hitman Holla battle. I'm not saying that he was chasing it. I was chasing it more than both of those guys, probably, and I don't mind saying that. I don't care. But it's a big battle. It's his biggest battle. And here it is. Fail that test. And when I say fail a test, failing a test doesn't mean losing the battle. Anybody could lose to each other on this given September 2nd because there's just so much talent there. Styles make fights. You could be a harder puncher, but a boxer could just dance around you all fucking night and outpunch you, take you 12 and win a decision. You know what I'm saying? Styles make fights in battle rap, which is why it doesn't matter who has the best pen or who has the most energy or has the deepest resume on September 2nd. I mean, we can gauge what we expect on September 2nd by looking at stuff like that. That's the way we come up with predictions. But when that coin flips, man, all that shit is not going to be there. Ill Will's resume isn't going to be there when the coin hits the floor. Hitman's last battle versus Easy to Block Captain is not going to matter when that coin hits the floor. All right. The interviews that RX does on QB or that Young Ill, the pictures that Young Ill puts up about Big K, when that coin hits the floor and it's overdone saying, I battle on my left, it's on you, everything else doesn't matter at that point. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's about that very moment when everybody's watching the stream and standing there in the building saying, what you gonna do? Me too, as a fan. What you going? Because I don't listen to bars and rounds before these events. I'm standing right there saying, what you gonna do? It's on you. Yeah, we did all this talking, all this booking, all this paying, all this coordination, all this work, all this promoting. What you gonna do? So I think that's on the Ill Will side. With Hitman, people are saying, you know, they're saying his last battle was Easy to Block Captain, and a lot of people are giving it to him. And that within itself stirs the pot. Hitman's a confident guy, but at the same time, he sees what people are saying. He ain't blind. Whether it motivates him, pisses him off, or whatever, he sees it. So if a lot of y'all are saying, yo, Hitman's got a chip on his shoulder, I never saw a Hitman say himself or tweet or do an interview or anything, or post on Instagram, a caption, nothing. I've never seen him say, I got a chip on my shoulder. but the whole culture is saying he got a chip on his shoulder. They've made up his mind for him. So let's say hypothetically that's true. That amounts to pressure because they want to see you now in front of another deadly battle, just like Easy to Block and Ill Will, extremely deadly battle rappers. Hitman, what you gonna do? Because we've seen Hitman beat a lot of people that he was the underdog to. I'm not blind. I see that Hitman's an underdog to Ill Will as well. I'm gonna ask him about that when we sit down this weekend. I think I saw like an 80-20 poll or something like that. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Holla. How you feel about seeing that shit? They got Ill Will 80-20. How you feel? I want to see what Hitman say. That's pressure. Some people just walk right through that type of pressure, but pressure is pressure. It's pressure. And I can go down the whole fucking card. I could say Head Ice, coming into that environment, his return to RBE, but Show Up has the pressure of that social distance round and having to one up on Ice having to one up on him possibly. I could say RX coming into QB's house and debuting on RBE. I could say QB needing to hold down her crown as the queen of RBE. I could say Big K as one of the champion of the year contenders. But I could say Young Ill's return. Everybody's hyped to see him. And if he comes in there and he drops the ball after all this anticipation, he's going to walk around with that badge and it's going to hurt. I could just go all the way up and down the whole card of pressure. But if you force me to choose right now, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you who the pressure is on. It ain't Goodz or Calico neither. The most pressure, meaning. Yo, A-Ward, it's you. A-Ward got the most pressure, and I'll tell you why. And I see the homie Goodz done pulled up. Goodz, I got you, G. Let me just finish this A-Ward comment. I got you, G. The reason why A-Ward has the most pressure, in my opinion, it's not the pressure that A Verb is applying. That is part of it. That's what the general consensus and perception is going to be. Like A Verb is just applying so much war tactics and pressure on A-Ward before the fight, the war before the war. And is he in A-Ward's mind at this point? None of us will know that. Only A-Ward sitting there in his own private world, crafting his rounds. We don't know that. But one thing I do know is that A-Ward's legacy will shift on September 2nd. It will shift. He could either be the guy that stepped in the ring with some of these grudge matches and the battles that we really, really look forward to seeing, like a Ilmac or a Big K, and he could be that guy that doesn't fully live up to how good he is in the fans' eyes or just clearly loses. Or he could be that guy to say, I'm toppling all this shit. I am one of those enigmas. I am one of those AIs that came into battle rap and said, I did it my way. And look at the people I left in my path, the A Verbs of the world. A-Ward's got the most pressure because I think he's going to have the most legacy shifting win or loss. Everybody jump in the comments and tell me whether you agree or disagree. A-Ward's got the most pressure because I said this on an interview before. I'm going to close it out like this. I'm not even saying that A Verb would agree with me with this. This is my own opinion. I said on September 2nd, legacy-wise, A Verb could lose to A-Ward, but A-Ward can't lose to A Verb. If A Verb loses on September 2nd, we are going to make him wear that. We're going to fucking troll him for 5 months, maybe for the rest of his career. We will never let him forget that he lost to A-Ward in this crazy-ass anticipated grudge match. But does that mean that he's going to come off of a Mount Rushmore candidate? Is he still not going to be one of the early guys, one of the pioneers, a guy that has the resume that he has, somebody that arguably beat both Murder Mook and Loaded Lux within like a 7-month time span and shit? No, you can't erase that. A Verb is one of those solidified people. A-Ward is like right there. He's a Hall of Famer. But as far as like that step over that, this right here, I think, cements that. A-Ward has the most pressure. Tell me if y'all agree or disagree with me. All right, let me get the man of the hour up in here. Goodz, what up, G?
I like that background, man. It's a very nice background.
I appreciate that, man. I normally change them for the events, but this one right here is my standard. Sorry, it's true because me and you got some shit to talk.
You do? Damn.
I
What
left
happened?
the place. You know what I mean? You good? You need your brush? Anything? Brush your beard? You all right?
Nah, I did that already. We go.
You sure? Because I could give you a break in between now and then. You just gotta like Give me like a little nod or
No. We good. We
no, like
good.
yo, hold on, brush break or something like that. You all right?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Mr. Cool Guy? Get money and drink water. All right, man. How you feeling?
What we got to talk about, man? Let's get straight to that, man.
Nah. There's something I gotta do before we get straight to the shit.
Okay. All right.
I gotta talk about your let me just give me 20 seconds. I gotta talk about your store opening.
Appreciate that.
My nigga, big shit. Dope shit.
Appreciate that, man.
That shit is dope. We look around the culture and to see people that have amassed the type of fan bases that they did, put in the work that they put in, and to like venture off into different things, blogging, music, acting, business, entrepreneurialism. So August 5th, you open. The name of the store is Slicks.
Yeah,
And
slicks.
Slicks, and you had your grand opening this Saturday. How did that go?
Great. Like, you know, bigger than what I expected actually. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see how much support you actually get in doing something, especially coming from battle rap.
Yeah.
Because it's a place where it's so competitive, you think you're not gonna get, that support because we real competitive. But I got a
Mm.
lot of support from battle rap and outside of that, just So it was bigger than what I could dream of, to be real with you. So
So this store, how long has it been in the making? Because I don't know, me and you for our first time signing a contract together. You met
hmm
me at one of my
right,
business openings that was still under construction,
that was a
right?
very
That was a
long
long,
time
this like
ago.
a yeah, it was a long time ago, but
hmm
I know the process. So when I see you got your shit, I was just like, wow, what was it like getting to that opening? Like went to hell and
Well,
back or what?
what a lot of people don't know is that this situation wasn't. This actually just kind of fell on my lap.
Mm,
Um, a lot of people don't know, but I'm gonna talk about it at first. Is I was opening. Well, they knew I was opening a hookah lounge in Houston. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And that didn't go as planned. I was right there, about to be done with everything, and about to order the furniture and all this stuff. And something happened, and I wound up losing 70,000 dealing with that
yeah,
hookah lounge.
that's
So
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? So, and I say this because I want people to understand that you can go through stuff and bounce back from it. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to let things like that mess up your day and stuff. 70,000 is a lot of money. It's not money I
Yeah,
have to just
yeah,
lose,
that ain't play money. Yeah,
right? So, but what I took from it was the learning of it, and said I got something from it, and I learned a lot from going through that situation. I learned about having the right partners. You know what I'm saying? I learned, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I learned about what to do first when you're doing things like that, and how to structure it and go in like a order of things and things like that. Where with that, I was just kind of all over the place. So after I lost that, this just kind of fell in my lap, and it was just a sweet situation. You know what I'm saying? I got
mm,
the right partners on it, and the right location. It was just a sweet situation. So it wasn't even like a long thing. And that's when something is meant to be and like it's meant for you, it kind of just happens like that. So this was like maybe a month in the making, and ain't say it wasn't
wow.
nothing really done. All this I put together in a month, and it just everything went so smooth. And I think that happened because I went through so much with that hookah lounge. You
Mm,
get what I'm saying? From building grease traps to building a kitchen. So they don't know all that stuff is expensive. It's a lot. The permits you got to get, but this
yeah,
is
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
I'm learning as I went. And now when I went into this spot and looked at it and asked I knew the right questions to ask and all that just from me learning from the last situation. So yeah,
That's dope. If I could ask you for a favor, if
yeah,
if I can get two pair of slicks, not for free, business is business, and I do want to pay for them. And if you could bring them to September 2nd, the black with the gold emblem on it, the
going.
original, the OG joints sold out.
Been
You don't
sold
got
out.
more coming in by September 2nd.
They won't be in by September 2nd.
The
I don't
second
think they'll be in by the second.
the second colorway I was gonna ask you for was a pink joint. But the
Okay,
pink joints I was gonna ask you if you could autograph them for me in person.
okay, that's dope. I have the pink. Besides you,
11.
I think I might have 111 left. I got 11 or 12. Well, yeah, I got those. I should have those.
Anybody I know that gets into stuff like that and owns stuff or whatever, I always have them sign it.
That's
Like
dope.
it could be somebody I knew for 50, 20 years, 30 years.
Emma
I'd be like,
Stiller,
yo,
I like that.
yeah, books. It don't matter. I have an autographed book from my uncle. You
But
know what I'm
that's
saying?
fire.
My
That's
uncle, like, yo,
dope.
autograph it for me, like, because it's like a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not even just like I'm trying to sell it one day or whatever,
Hmm.
but it further personalizes it. It's just like, okay, I know Goodz personally. He got his own brand, he's got his own store, but I was in person with him as well, and he signed these for me because of our
Right.
relationship and everything. It kind of sets me apart a little bit too. I'm a collector like that.
It's
You know what I'm
dope, but
saying?
yeah, that's dope, especially if somebody take it further and they become big and you have something personal like from them from
Yeah, then they're
before.
going on eBay. They're going right on eBay
After that,
at
yeah,
that point.
that's smart. That's smart. And this nigga's a crook, man, on the law. Nigga's a genuine crook,
Ah,
a
thank you
genuine
so
crook,
much. My best friend, good, right to eBay.
man. I would
I
respect it, man. That's the game, man.
I got you. All right, one more quick question before we jump to the shit.
Let's do it.
I don't know if you did this on your channel yet.
Mhm.
Pick two of your favorite drinks behind you.
Oh, I didn't do that. This Japanese drink right there in the red bottle.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorite. A lot of people don't know that Japanese whiskey is good. Japanese
Okay.
whiskey is good. I'm a whiskey person. I like Jameson. You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
know, I get older, I stop. You know what I'm saying? And I got a bottle of you know what's crazy? That Bumbu. I think that's Rick Ross Little Wayne drink. That's one of
Yeah,
my
yeah, the
favorites
one he
too.
be promoting a
That's
lot.
one I like that a lot. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my favorites. So I would say those two.
All right, cool. Are you ready to jump to the shit?
Yeah, I don't know what I did, man. You're scaring me, man. What I do, man?
Let's jump to the shit, man.
All right.
What's up with you and my man, my homie, Easy the Block Captain?
Nothing. What you mean? What's up?
Why does it seem like y'all still are going and have this back and forth after the battle?
I
Why do
think. Oh, you
y'all
got
battled already? Now
right.
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
that's how I feel. I feel like in battle rap, when you battle somebody, you can't say nothing about them after, or they're automatically gonna think it's something. I talked about this a lot, and I've been talking about this lately. Having an opinion on something in battle rap, they automatically call that hating. They don't understand the difference between just having an opinion, or if this is my opinion, and hating. You understand what I'm saying? So I think once two people battle in battle rap, if you say this is what I'm starting to see, if you say anything about them after, it's automatically well, what y'all going through? Y'all got it's battle rap. I don't have the battle is over. It's not talk about. So me being a new blogger now coming along, it's certain things I have to talk about.
Everything gonna fall under the blogger umbrella. All right,
But it's the
did y'all
truth.
had y'all battled already when you was doing the shit with his cologne and everything? That was after
Um,
y'all battled.
I was after the battle.
All right. So you just felt like having that deep of an opinion on his joint that he had for
So if you come out with something right, and I
you gonna
order it and
shit on me
spend
on
my
on camera? You
if
gonna
I
do me
order
like
it and
that?
if I order it and spend my money and I don't care for it, bro. What you I don't I look this is one thing with me. I don't believe this is one thing. I don't believe in what I'll tell you in your face. If somebody asks me on camera, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna make it a
Me
little
and you had this
jokingly,
argument before.
right? And that's just me. It's either you're gonna
Me
set
and
me
you
as a
had
friend or
this.
you're not. I'm gonna, and I understand where people come from. Now you shouldn't do that on. But then I'll feel fake. I'm not a fake person. I can't be real to you and then fake if somebody asks me a question. Then I gotta alter how I really feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And with that was just me being good, being joking and doing. I do that
Okay,
to
okay, okay.
anybody. So
Okay,
when
okay,
my
okay.
whole career, you knew me for just doing little stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it wasn't nothing serious like that. It was just joking and playing. But I did order it and pay my money, and I was just giving my review on it in a joking way though, but not nothing like serious or nothing like that.
I respect the fact that you say in battle rap you just trying to have an opinion. But let's just be real. A lot
Mhm.
of people think you put in the extras on it, the extra sides and the extra toppings because it's easy, and y'all had that tense moment up on the
But
stage and everything. That's what people think. That's what people.
no,
That's
no, and I totally understand what people think, and I think that's what's so messed up in battle rap. This is how they feel. Like God bless, you know, to everybody and all supporters and God. I'm a successful person outside of battle rap. Is battle rap is just uh, a certain thing to me. It's a world in its own, but it's also real life outside of battle rap. So I would never ever in life be upset or feel a way towards somebody I battled because that's all it was a battle.
Okay.
It didn't do nothing. Nobody got killed. Nobody swung on me or hit me. Nothing, my daughter, nothing happened to them. I live more in the real life world. The battle rap world is something totally different. Just like you got a lot of people in battle rap that's somebody and they step out in the real world and they are nobody. I understand how to live in both worlds. This is a whole nother world you live in, but I would never, ever, ever feel like any type of way towards somebody like I battle because it's really just a battle.
All right. So on
For me,
September 2nd, when you and Easy see each other in the building, y'all can shake hands. It's
of
all battle
course,
rap shit. I'm
yeah.
playing this. I'm paranoid, man. I'm paranoid.
Oh, you really thought it was so,
No, 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 no,
no?
no, 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 no. I
I didn't
definitely didn't think
see.
it was that. I
Oh,
definitely
I
think
didn't
it was
see
that.
easy after that. No, I saw easy. No,
Nah, nah,
yeah,
nah. I definitely didn't think
nah,
it was
man.
that. But I think it is funny because it seemed like y'all have each other. Little shit to say. He had a joint recently about you with your name in the title. I think it was like Goodz said what something like that. Obviously, I think he was responding or whether he started or you started it. So I've been seeing y'all been having y'all little back and forth. I'm like, yo, they battled already. You know what
I'll
I'm saying?
just
That, that's
listen.
all. That's
But,
all.
but here go the thing. The thing with certain things now is like the fact that I did step into this like blogging lane.
Yeah.
And it's real because even sometimes I don't want to talk about certain things. I don't talk about everything. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't talk about everything. So it's certain things that stick out that I would talk about. You know what I'm saying? The thing that I spoke about with Easy, the last thing I spoke about was him saying he the best in the world. Just gave my opinion on and it wasn't a bad thing. I always say Easy is super dope, man. I even just said and nobody pick up things like this. That this how you know everybody is fueled off negativity. When something positive you say, then it don't go nowhere. I said Geechee and Easy, this is gonna show who's the real goat of this era because you got two goats
Mm,
of this era battling. This battle is gonna show who's the goat of this era, like Crawford and Spence. It's the
mm.
same exact thing. But if you
Okay.
don't hear nobody talking about that, you don't hear Easy go blog and say that because they pick up on negativity. And I also understand that some people, not to say some, 95% of battle rappers are sensitive. We all know this.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not, I don't care. I get slandered all the time, but it's battle rap. It comes with everything. It comes with the love I get. It comes with the people supporting my store. It comes with the people supporting my products. The hate comes with all that. Or somebody don't like me. This person don't like me. He don't know me. You know how much people I come to me and meet me and say, "Yo, before I met you, I ain't like you." And I said, "Why?" They said, "I don't know. I just thought you was cocky." It's just it's a perception they get off of you. And they met me as like you the coolest person in the world. You have to take all that with battle rap, and battle rappers are very, very sensitive. If I go into a battle, somebody say I lost a battle, that's their opinion. I understand how to separate it. It's not hate, it's their opinion, and I'm cool with that. And I go on with my day, and we just keep going.
I respect that, and I definitely agree with you on that. And if people follow some of my lives and my blogs and interviews, I'm careful with even telling y'all who I think won recent battles that
It's
happened on RBE. I'll be mad political. I'll be like, yo, y'all, if y'all say that Big K beat Murder Mook, I'm not saying that. But if y'all say that, then Big
right,
K's coming off of that
because you
because you never
can't.
know if somebody feel it way. You right about that. You right
But
about
that's
that.
but that's whack. And I'm
It
not.
is. It is. It
It's
is. It
whack.
is.
And I like I said before, I just said it on something. This era is soft, bro.
Do you think it's different for me as a platform owner to be able to say who won? Like if you and Cal battle on September 2nd and I feel that Cal won, and then I'm doing a 15 minutes of fame or hip hop is
I would
real
love it.
joint that night, and I
I
say,
would
yo, I
love it.
got Cal 2-1. You
I
you
would
wouldn't
love
have a
it.
problem with that. Word?
At all.
Mm,
Not even a little bit. Why? It's battle rap, bro. You felt Cal won.
okay.
What's the? I don't understand. What is the big deal in that? I'm gonna. No, he didn't, because I said this and that. I will. Have you ever saw me do that, bro?
I don't think
Ever?
I saw that. I don't
I
think
have
so.
never argued with nobody about battle rap. I would. For what? It's your
Okay.
opinion. How can I argue your opinion? I'm still gonna be your friend after. We're still gonna be cool. I'm still call you. We're still gonna talk about business and everything else. I have other things to worry about than a battle and who won. I'm gonna go in there and do me. And if you feel he when you say it, that's your opinion. I'm gonna respect it. I'm not gonna be mad a little bit. It's gonna be like, nah, it's your opinion.
I think it would be dope if more people had your mentality right there. I think the only reason that somebody could have your mentality and still feel a way towards somebody like me is if they felt I was doing it for a biased reason. That I wouldn't respect. So if you knew that I
Exactly.
had Calico already booked in a 2 battle deal and then I jumped on camera. I'm like, yo,
That's
Calico got that. Then you should look at me like, yo, you funny, eh?
but that's
Yeah,
different.
that right.
That's what
That's
I'm
different.
saying.
That's
I'm gonna
different.
pick
That's
up on
different.
that. But
That's different.
that comes from having common sense and honestly, being in the streets teach you them senses, a lot of those senses that people don't have. But if you just genuinely saying it because you feel like he won, they asked you the question. I don't expect you to dance around the question, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Not for me.
I,
Why? Now, what battle? I don't know why, but you know what it is? It's because a lot of dudes in battle rap are still trying to be the best battle rapper. The reason I don't care is because I'm not. I don't care if I'm not the best battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? My legacy is set. When I say it's all done,
that's kind of like with me
I'm
with
gonna go up in the
leagues.
Raptors.
Yeah, that's how I feel be feeling about leagues ranking sometimes.
Right.
You know.
I'm good. It don't matter if I was the best, but I was one of the best for sure.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
one
There you
of the. I'm
go.
gonna go up as one. I
Talk.
might not be the best, but I'm
Talk.
definitely gonna go up as one of the best, no matter what.
There is no battle rap timeline without Goodz being on it. You're talk.
Right?
Talk, young man. Talk,
You
young
know what I'm
man.
saying? And I don't talk like this a lot because they already they already say what they say about me. They
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
say things, and I let it go. I don't want to talk like this. But we talking about. I remember who I was going through with whatever, but it was Surf. I think. Shout out to Surf in his situation. I hope everything go in right. And he was saying he was painting a narrative of I don't have no big moments. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no big bars. I am the big moment though. Every time I come out the battle was a big deal. I'm 14, 15 years in this still main event and a co-main event in cards. I'm blessed. It's people that been in here longer than me that's opening the card. And I don't be wanting to talk like this, but I don't
Nah,
get
nah.
now
Make
I'm gonna
this
talk.
class. This is
No,
classic right here. We need this. We
listen,
marking this in history right here.
listen.
We
I'm
need
gonna
good. We
you
need
don't
Goodz
gotta
talking his legacy
you
right
don't
here. We
you
need
don't got
this.
I'm gonna do it anyway, and it's not because you're saying that, just because I'm gonna talk. The bottom line, it's all this I'm saying is truth. It's nothing fictional and nothing I'm saying. If you think about any time I ever walked out and they announced me battling, it was a big battle. Pick a battle. Pick the battle. If we could sit here all day and just name a battle. Even me and Jims was big on an ARP RBE platform. That was big. That was the main event on that card. No man, pick any battle. Just think. And if we talk about any other battle besides that, these was big main event battles people was talking about. No matter if they had me losing, I'm always losing in the polls. That come with my career. Just, you see, I don't never argue about the polls, and I'm always losing the polls. That shit fuels me. I be needing that, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because I was winning in the polls with the gyms battle, and I ain't put on a good performance. It's like when I'm losing, because I'm so used to losing in all the polls. I think I don't think I know it fuels me. It makes me want to go in there and prove a point. But if you go to any battle I ever had, it's always a big deal. So when I deal with uh, facts and fiction, I never told nobody this. Three Letterman, I got on him one time, right? It's the only time I ever got on somebody. I called Three Letterman and sport. I got on him because he let Surf go up there and say all that. And as you not being a yes man, you supposed to stop certain stuff. So you let somebody go say I don't got no big moments, and I don't like to talk like this. But if it wasn't
The
for me,
pushback. Yeah. You
if
mean?
it wasn't for me, honestly, about three of y'all favorites wouldn't be here. I I got big moments where I didn't said, yo, I think he's nice. Put him, give him a chance.
I think that was one of the storylines of why we wanted to see you in Surf. To be
And I
honest,
think and I think that's one of the storylines why.
that and the shit on the roof with y'all too, or whatever. The
No, that
whatever.
wasn't a rule. It was a joint. But
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
Okay.
that all makes of a dope battle. Me and Surf got a lot of
Yeah.
history. It would be a dope battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
called you. I called you about Surf once.
You did. Yep.
After
Well,
after after,
check
after,
this.
after he negotiated with me to get a nice bag with you. I ain't gonna lie.
Check this. Check this. Check this. And because I do this all the time. When you called me with Surf, was it because of me the battle didn't go down, or was I all for it?
That's real. That's real.
And I tell people this all the time.
That's
Why
real.
you and Surf never battle? It never, not one time, was me.
Ah, you just used me to prove your point, and that's facts. What you just said.
But
Good one.
I'm
Good
not.
history catch right there. That's true what he's saying,
But
y'all. That's
but
true what he's saying.
I'm not trying to use you and put you in the fire.
No, no,
But
you're not. You're not. I'm saying what you just did was good for the truth. Because when I called you, I said, "Yo, I just got off the phone with Surf, yada 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 yada," and you was like, "Yo, what's up? Like, let me know." And I was like, all right, give me a few. That's real.
But
That's
that
real.
always happened like that. But I think because of those reasons that we just spoke about, I think surfers are master at making somebody think something else.
You could say it, manipulation. You could
There
say
we
it.
go. All right. I
Yeah,
was. You want to decide? I want to.
I oh, one thing, all respect is the same way you say. All respect to Surf in his situation.
No, of course.
But everything I always say about Surf ever since he's been down are things that I've said when he was home.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just
Right. Right.
consistent. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
So
that's. I'm the same way. But that is a talent, and that is great
yeah.
for battle rap. What he does, you can't take
Yeah.
it away. You get what I'm saying? So he'll go out and manipulate everything and make it like I don't know, like he don't know why it didn't happen, but every single time it didn't happen, it was never because me. I
Yeah.
was always on
Nah,
for it.
Surf is definitely a master manipulator with that. I did three letter
That's
man the
fine
other
though. He's like,
day.
yeah,
I
yeah.
did three letter man the other day, and three letters said, "Yo, why you saying people that got problems with you, RBE, or people in the car can't come?" But Surf used to always, and I'll be like, because y'all take everything that Surf say as 100% facts and truth. He's saying that shit while he's texting me, negotiating with me. Like I literally have joints with Surf, like conversations with Surf, where he's just like, "Yo, when I finally get booked on RBE and we finally get this right." All this shit between me and you and RBE is gonna be crazy. And I used to be like, yeah, nah, you're right. And then he cut all the camera, like, yo, fuck AR, fuck all that. Well, he didn't say fuck us, but
But
you know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
you,
So
man.
like it's like, but the public don't get the behind the scenes piece. So it's good to
They're never
hear you
gonna.
talk like this.
I'm talking like this because they're never gonna get it, and then it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be real with you, I don't really care for stuff like that or like that because I feel like don't make yourself look a certain way to the public and then behind closed doors hit me and like don't say so and this ain't for sir, just for anybody, right? Don't say nothing bad about me in public and then want to apologize to me behind closed doors. It don't work like that. You got to go to the public and apologize, and if you don't, then we just gonna have our problems. Period. I don't care about your apology to me behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
It's like stand on the same platform. Nah, I get it.
Yeah,
Let me. So we went to Easy real quick. Shout out to my nigga Easy the Block. Shout out to the Trenches coming up. The nostalgia card that's about to be
that's a
crazy.
dope card too.
Y'all go get y'all tickets and y'all live pay per view for that already. If you don't got them already, ASAP. Shout out to Easy.
I like that
Um,
card, Philly versus New York,
no,
man.
that's dope.
I think that was
That's
a dope
dope.
idea and a dope card. You see,
I didn't even.
look. I'm not
I,
getting no credit
you,
for saying this
I
either.
know, I know. You're not.
I
You
just
don't. No,
caught
you're not
myself. I
gonna
just
get it.
caught
No, you're
myself.
not
I'm
gonna get
not.
it.
I ain't gonna say
You
that.
ain't gonna get
They
it.
gonna wait
I
for
even,
me to say something negative. They gonna wait for me
I
to
even
say
like the way
something.
he spelled it. I think he spelled it like with a style in between. Like that's dope. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's dope. All right. So I had to make sure that we got to the beef between you and Easy. All right.
Don't say beef. Stop it, please.
The war between you and
Ain't
Easy
no
the Block.
war. It
All
ain't
right.
nothing going on, man.
Let's let
That's so old, man.
I got a couple wars lined up. All right, let's go to the next war.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
I know you keep it 1,000 with me, man.
Let me
I
try to
know you
bait
do.
you in the
Nah,
I keep it
I
a
just want you to
thousand
keep it
period.
1,000. I just want you to keep
I
it
keep it a
1,000.
thousand period. There's no you ain't gonna get nothing fake from me. That's what people hate.
Good.
They hate that I come on here and talk the truth.
Copy. Have you ever or do you now ever
Mhm.
had any tension with Big K? And if so, why?
Um, yeah, I had a little, maybe a little tension with Big K. You know what I'm saying? But nothing like publicly or nothing like that nobody would know. You know what I'm saying? I feel aware about anybody that talks about me that try to put something on my name that I never spoke to a day in my life. Like
What was that you
I
felt
don't
was put
know.
on your name?
The whole Adi Boom situation. Something with
He did a
Adi.
social distance round, saying some things about
No,
that.
no, but no. It wasn't just a round. Though. It was after. It was just a bunch because a round ain't gonna do it for me. I don't care about that. That's what I'm saying. A bad name or better, I don't care. But when you consistently do it, he just did it a couple of times, and it was like, you know what I'm saying. I feel a little away because I don't know you. I just don't know you at all. I never spoke to you. I never even was in the same room. I don't think with Kid. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of growing. Now I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? That was still what 3, 4 years ago, man.
It was a while ago. Yeah.
So even from then, I have grown to now. You know what I'm saying? To the now I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to grow from that. So I did feel a little way at that point because it's like, when you come from the streets and you really was in the streets, stuff like that don't go on your name. My record in the streets is clean. I don't have no bad, nothing. I took my losses, took my wins, got my scars. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have nothing like that put on my name. I don't have nothing bad on my jacket. Snitching, all like stuff like that. Never. We don't. My record is clean. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? So when you come in battle rap and do it, I feel like it just be like people use battle rap to do certain things. But they'll take something that's really street and make it into battle rap when it's really two different things.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate though. Do you
Hmm.
feel like that becomes gray area because the type of street shit that is accepted in battle rap in the form of angles, promo, going at your peers.
I don't
Look
agree
at
with none
look.
of it though,
All right, so you would never take the angle that Rock took on Kid Slade. You would never took the angle that Big K took on Boom. You would have had that information and totally left it out of your rounds.
for sure. Think
So
about it.
you
I'm not a. I mean, that's
okay?
me though. See, I don't want nobody to put nothing on like what I'm saying about me, what I would do to somebody else. That's not my honestly my style in battle rap. I'm not a personal angle person. If you look at any
Okay,
of my battles, I don't really I don't even excel if I try to do it. I try to do it against gyms and that's just not me. It wasn't taken good from me doing it. So I just don't do it. That's not me. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Unless I'm making it into a joke. But to be serious and do that, nah, it's just not me. It don't work for me. So that's something I wouldn't do. And I'm not even people doing it in battle rap to win. That's cool. I don't feel no way about that. I feel a way when somebody takes it away after the battle and you say it's just battle rap. Everything is not just battle rap. And
agreed,
people don't understand
agreed.
about, like I talk about real life and battle rap. You got battle rap world, you got the real life world. I just spoke about this. I just did a blog. I dropped talking about Mook because they talk about Mook and Briz, and I said this when it happened. I didn't agree with T Top and Briz talking about Mook's mother. That lady just passed away. That man is really going through something. I want people to really stop and think about if you lose your mother, that a lady, a woman that was there with you since you was born. That's all you know, your first love, and you lose her, and you, as a man in your face, saying your mother could SMD or she died. I'm glad that B did, and that's not battle rap, bro. So whatever happens in that moment or after, I agree with from the person. All right. Because sometimes like for that, it's hard. Like for me now, right? I learned from the last situation I was in on your platform. I would never swing or do anything with somebody on stage. I got older. I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? If I feel a way about anything, it's a business. I'll wait till I walk off that stage and then I'm gonna address it. Because I don't need to do nothing for people. I don't need to look tough to people. I never was like that. If I'm gonna address you, it's because I really feel away. So I'm gonna wait till I walk off that stage, and if I feel like swinging on you, or whatever, I'm gonna do it then. But on that stage, I'm never gonna do that because I'm messing up giving the fans what they want to see. So I learned that, and that's something I wouldn't do. But if my mom's passed, you know what I'm saying? Knock on wood or something like that, and you in my face. It been 2 months. You in my face telling me your mother could SMD and all that. That's different, bro. People don't stop to think. It's just battle rap. People that say that, I feel like they don't got no life. If your life is really just battle rap like that, you have a problem. You need to stop and look in the mirror. You have a problem. Because did you ever stop to think, what if your moms that you probably live with right now? Because a lot of these niggas live with their mothers. So what if your mom's just passed right now, right? And a battle rapper go on stage and say your name and say, I'm glad that B died. How would you feel? So I think in this culture, man, you need to don't everything is not just battle rap. And we can't make everything that. You could say most, you could make most stuff just battle rap. But there's a 10% that you cannot just make battle rap, and that's one of them. So what happened after that was justified.
Everybody in the chat, give it up for that man. That man good speaking very, very strong, powerful facts.
I
All
appreciate
right,
that.
everybody in the chat, give it up
They
for
they
Goods.
they they're not gonna respect it though. They're gonna tell me
Nah,
I'm soft and if I don't got
that's
tough shot
cool.
shit. It's
That's cool.
crazy.
That's
No,
cool. Nah, and I could relate, and I'm not gonna use the extreme things because I don't want to hear that, and I'm not even a battle rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even want to use those extreme things, but it's no different from me seeing a bunch of people on the outside looking in and try to justify things when they say like it's business is business. I've always been a person that say whether it's business, whether it's rapping, morals and principles are still equated based on the individual.
Right.
If I have morals and principles and I'm a battle rapper and I don't want to see that happen to me, why the fuck I'm gonna get on there and say those lyrics that you just said? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? The same way like somebody could say like I'll use Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, you know, on one of his stand-ups, he was giving a story about niggas on the street playing three card Monty or whatever. I don't know if you seen that joint I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And he said as a kid, he's watching the kids, you know, the dudes doing three card Monty and hustling people. And then he noticed that the niggas on the side, he figured it out. He was like, yo, they in on it. These niggas that's fake gambling, they in on the whole hustle.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it in front of everybody. And the nigga that was running the cars draped him up. This was like the little kid, Dave Chappelle draped him up. Like some big nigga that was about to fuck him up. And Dave Chappelle, like he realized from that point, he said, you never play with a man's money because stopping how a man feeds himself and his family is akin to killing him.
Right. Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about the things that people do to stop other people's money, whether it's them feeding their children, feeding themselves, it's a line of morality and principles that some people don't carry. So you can't just chalk everything to it's battle rap. You can't just chalk everything to it was a rap. You can't just chalk every. I said to yo 40. I'm only saying this out of 100% respect. I said this to 40 Cap. We was booking I think him versus Big K, and he didn't even have to say the whole sentence. He was just like, yo, I'm just telling you right now, he can't say this. You know, a lot of us know 40's situation, right? I told 40, I said, even I'm stopping the whole shit if I hear something even remotely close to that. You don't gotta wait for the opponent to react. I'm stopping it. I'm saying this battle ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person. I was on the phone one time with John and Big K. They was arguing. They turned up on the phone. They was exchanging threats. You won't leave New York. You a dead. All this type of shit. I had it on three-way. I banged the three-way. I called them both back individual. I said the battle is over. It's not about the business. Battle is over. I don't need that. I don't need this happening for y'all. Nothing like that. They got on the phone together and got right.
Them niggas made that shit with that money. They said, you know what?
But they did it. But they did it. I wasn't like, come on, man. Let's just.
No.
I felt. I let it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about. It's not always about business or rapping. It's the points that I'm making. And I got so many stories like this that people never know behind the scenes. But I respect everything that you just said, man.
We got stories though. They don't know we got stories, and I feel like this how stuff should be handled. Me and ALP have been on the phone a few times with stuff we disagreed with one another, and when they're on the phone, just me and him, and fixed it and moved forward.
Here's one that we disagreed with before I close out the Big K chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You said he didn't belong in the Hall of Fame. Do you still feel that way, sir?
Nah, I don't feel like that.
All right.
I don't feel like that. Okay.
All right, can we see Goodz versus Big K one day? You good? You good?
You asked me that though. That was about 3 years ago though. So then I
you might have added an extra year a little. You might have added some change to it just now.
Well, if you want to put 2, you can say 2. And 2 years, I felt like that.
He was still Hall of Fame 2 years ago.
Not to me 2 years ago.
Oh my God! You know what that man's resume was. That's the 2 years ago.
Hold on, and I'm glad you said that. And that's the problem with people talking about resume.
It's all yours. Go ahead.
Okay, please. I couldn't wait. Don't talk about resume and battle rap. We in 2023. Niggas been battle for 10 years. Everybody got a good resume. Please stop with the resume thing. Your resume means nothing. Resume means something when it's about how many people you beat on your resume. Like, if your resume, if you 90% wins, then your resume counts. If you half and half or you lost more than battles than you won, a resume don't matter. Everybody has a great resume in 2023.
Everybody got a great resume in 2023.
Everybody has a great resume in 2023. Geechee resume is the best because he took every battle and still does.
Now
so for resume, how can you do that?
Now resume was only part of me and you argument. That was one of those hour plus arguments that we had.
It was.
I was saying that he's one of the best punchers of all time, and you wouldn't give it.
No,
you wouldn't give it up.
No,
I was saying that.
No, that's not true. That one ain't true.
No,
yeah, I gave him that. I said top 3. I gave him that. Yeah,
I don't
I
remember
gave him
that,
that.
but if
I
you're
gave
saying
him
it now,
that.
it's
I
all
gave him
good.
that one. I gave him that one.
Uh,
I gave him because I gave him that one. But we talked. We really was talking about the Hall of Fame,
yeah.
and I didn't agree at that time. But I
Okay.
think he did some things over these years to solidify him being in the Hall of Fame.
Can we
And that's
see a
all.
goods? Can we see a goods versus Big K battle?
Um, yeah, maybe. I think so. I think right
Okay.
now, yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
that'll be a good one actually. Yo, but to be real with you, man, let's talk about how I wasn't. I this I want, and I'm gonna say this to you on here. He scammed me on being on this card. To everybody on here needs to know, your man scammed me. And when I really sat and thought about the situation and everything, you scammed me to be on this card, bro.
You're a liar.
Because
You're a
I
liar.
had a deal
You're a
that was
liar.
better than the deal I have now. I got scammed, but you my man, so it's cool.
You
I
a
let you
fucking
scam
liar.
me to be on this card. And if you know, I'm not gonna get too deep in. I can't get too deep into it, but he scammed me to be on this call.
If
I look. He didn't. He we worked something out, and I was gonna be on this card, and then it fell through. It didn't work, and then I got scammed to be on the card
I
after
got
that.
scammed.
So there we go. Hold on. So let me say it right.
Ah!
When we first got on the phone, I was gonna be in the card. It wasn't a scam. Everything was good. Everything was perfect. It fell through. It didn't happen for some reasons. Then I got scammed
Then I
afterwards because the conversation after that could have been a short conversation and it turned into an hour and a half, 2 hour conversation. And I got scammed. I'm gonna tell you the tactic, and this is a tactic that you got to know in business, right? You know what I'm saying? And this is stuff, and
I ain't gonna allow you to talk like this when I get on your channel this week. Say that right now.
I might.
Because I'm interviewing you, I'm like,
You got to let me talk my piece. When you come on mine, I can't say nothing. You get me back, but on here, I'm gonna talk. This is a tactic, y'all, and I want y'all to pay attention. Right? So what they do is they make you tired, it's like boxing and woozy, and they keep you for a long time. Your brain, like, it's not as clear. You're not thinking as clear as you was thinking 2 hours ago when you was on the phone. So what happens is they make you tired.
I ain't gonna lie. When we talked about the deposit, you called me back. You said, "Yo, just give me this, man. I'm tired."
I was tired, bro. At that point, it was like and you know, this is the only time you made me fold, and you got it. I can't even talk. I know. I just said, man, when I called you, you thought you was gonna get an argument. I was so tired, and the nigga, and you know what he said? All right, no problem, G. Because he got his way at the end.
But I ain't like, I didn't like the first time when we was talking about the deposit and shit. You was just like, come on, man, like I can't that right. I'm gonna go get me a ring or something, like treat myself to something. Like, yo, like nah, we gotta change it to this. I was just like, yo, you trying to take my shit, go run a quick errand to get a ring or some shit. I was like,
why you worrying about what I'm doing? My heart,
I
still gotta.
I just ain't like the way it sounded. I ain't like the way it
say something else. You know what I should have said? I'm gonna go fix my credit, man. I need it.
That's me now. I got you.
That's what I should. Now I know. See, you gotta pay attention. But I just want everybody to know you scammed me the second time for this card. I was on the card. It fell through. I wasn't gonna be on it, and I was cool with that, and we both was cool. And then your man scammed me. He did it right though. He did it right.
So I'm gonna say this then.
Wound up getting. We wasn't even talking about this battle. Can I say that?
That's why I was about to go.
All right, go.
That's why I was about to go. Whether Goodz was scammed or not, I think you ended up with the more impactful matchup for the timing of this card with Calico.
I can agree with that. Business wise, I had a better deal.
Yo, lead a business. I'm trying to get off the bit. He won't. He turned the wheel back, y'all.
I had a better deal, way better. And all I want to say is this on record right now: you will never ever get this deal ever again. Now, the deal we had before, I can always meet around there. And let me stop. Like, let me say this so they won't think this deal I got now. If y'all would hear the deal I got now, y'all would tell me I sound stupid. Just to be real with y'all.
Right.
I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all tell me I sound stupid. The deal I got now is terrific. The money I got, everything. You know me, I wouldn't be here.
If you guarantee me your bag as my profit for September 2nd, I'm okay. I'm
Listen,
cool.
but right, you're right. But
I'm
the
cool.
deal I had before this, I should have stayed on that. And I was so tired. He rope a doped me, and I was tired. And my head was hurting. The next day, he called me for us to finish, and I didn't even want to finish. Just go ahead, man.
And just send it. You didn't
Just
even
send it.
read
Bro.
it
I don't
anymore.
care.
You're
I
like,
didn't
fuck
read
it.
nothing. Just send it, man. If you get over me now, I don't care, man.
Oh shit. Yo, you really making me fucking tear up on this
It's
shit,
the
son.
truth, man. This is all.
I
It's all the truth, man.
I
I like your
he,
interviews, though, man. If I say it myself, man. I like your
I
interviews.
appreciate it, man. I think the fans is getting to hear you say some shit that's important. So I think this is dope content to live on the channel for forever. I'm gonna reference this in conversations later on. Like, nah, because even a nigga like Goodz, who's an OG with blah blah blah, got this. I think you said some real important shit on this interview so far. But all right, here's the thing.
Yeah,
You're underdog in most of your matchups, so I'm not gonna go there. Like you said that earlier.
all of them.
Yeah, okay, all of them. So I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there.
Mhm.
How do you feel though when people bring in the rap angle? When they say like they just make it so clear. They just say like as if when you talk about bar for bar or actual rapping, as if
Mhm.
there's no conversation at all between Goodz and Calico. Why do you think that that happens, and how do you feel about hearing that shit?
I think it's battle rap. I think I'm easy. I'm easy to hate, or I'm easy to say those things about. I think it just makes it easy for me. It's like yeah, you got. This is what I learned, man, and I start accepting it. Right. Let me turn the mic. Get it right. So this is what I learned, and this is what I accepted. The audacity of me to be in here 14 years and I have really no blemishes. The audacity of me to go on stage after taking year and a half, 2 years off, and actually do good and beat 90% of the people, or make it debatable the people I battled. That's the top dude at the time. The audacity of me to look like or even be doing something outside of battle rap that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's easier for people to say bad stuff about the people that's actually don't have too much bad to say about them. I think that battle rap in a whole loves a come up story. And I never had a come up story. So for me it always been hard. You know what I'm saying?
They thought you was
They
that when
thought
you got
that.
here. Okay. You
Right.
see,
And
yeah.
it's just what they thinking. They don't know I had to go through the I was I, when I came my era, I was in the fire. I took Verb when it was Midwest versus New York. It meant something. If I would have lost that, I would have lost for my whole, you know what I'm saying? Side. So I feel like it's easier for them to see those instead of, but there are some people that say, so
Uh-oh. Hold on, G. Your connection. Hold on, G.
I'm good. I see.
You still sounding choppy, and your screen is frozen.
Can you hear me?
I'm starting to hear you a little bit, but your screen is still frozen. Yeah, it's not my side. I'm fluid, and I'm connected in, and I'm directly connected in. So
Yeah.
try to go out. Try to go out the room and come back into the room. There we go. All right, let's see if Goodz get right with his connection real quick, because I want to hear about this. When if I was a battle rapper, and I was known for rapping, period. Like most of us know Goodz from rapping, okay? And people try to, constantly take for granted my bars. Or if I get announced with a very, very good rapper, Calico is a very, very, he's one of our greats at rapping. If I get announced with that person and people just throw my rapping ability in the garbage, like what? Not throwing it in the garbage, all due respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it like that, but they just write him off, like his pen ability to be next to another writer. I want to know how Goodz feels about that. I want to know how Goodz feels about that. I'll be feeling like um sometimes it could be a little bit unjust. You don't get here by not being a good rapper. you still got to get up there and rap. I don't give a fuck if you're a great performer. I don't give a fuck if you're believable. I don't give a fuck if you're all this aggressive nature that people like to see. You still got to rap when you get up there for 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So Goods can't hide from that aspect, and he never did. Um, and he's one of our legends. So I'm real curious to see how he feels about that. And I'm real curious to further understand, you know, why the fans have him as such a heavy underdog. I want to know why. In the meantime, let me also knock out some of these supers. ARPL, we getting Brooklyn hands on RB. I actually have kind of an open contract between Brooklyn Hands and Moon. Some stuff happened though, but shout out to Brooklyn Hands. I think he's also getting into music with Math right now. Shout out to Math holding him down. Alpha Protocol says Lux versus XL. Shout out to XL. Shout out to Lux. DJ Stormatic. When is the next announcement? Salute to you and the whole RBE staff for putting on for the culture. Appreciate the super avocado should be sending me the full trailer at any moment now. That's gonna have the remaining 4 battles. And then the 11th battle, the surprise battle, you guys will just see in the building and on the stream. We're not gonna announce that unless those guys get to the week before or some shit like that and they want to announce it. They're just like, fuck it, we want to be outside. You never know. Briz Rothstein versus Howard the Don. Thank me later. That's a good matchup. All right, let's bring Goods back in. All
We
right.
back, we back, we back, we back.
I know everything looks good with you. All right, so yeah, let me toss the alley oop back off the glass for you because, like I was telling the fans when you jumped out real quick, was somebody like Goods or any battle rapper, especially our veterans and our legends, you don't get here without rapping. No matter whether you're known for being flashy or energetic or aggressive or a great performer, the core of this shit is you still have to get up there and rap for 3 rounds with who's in
Mm-hmm,
front of you, whether they're known as having a pen or whatever
mm-hmm.
that you still have to do that. So if I was in your shoes, I would definitely feel slighted by it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm curious for you being a veteran and an actual rapper, how you feel when you get announced with somebody like a Calico and the fans react like that, like, oh, bar for bar, or this. Like, how do you feel about that?
Me, I don't feel no way because I done heard it all, bro. For every battle, they make up something new.
Mm.
So, even like not to go back to this battle, but even like for the me and Easy battle, because that was the last battle I had. I feel like because I went against somebody new that they like, and he did great, and because he did great, they finally had that chance to say, "You lost. You got killed all 3 rounds." This is not true though, but they're able to say it, and it wasn't. I made it in every other battle for them not able to say. They could say "to want me" as a debatable if they got an opinion, but they was never able to say that. So I feel like any little thing they was able to do that on, they do that. And I
There's never a
understand.
battle where fans said that you got killed. You might. I'm trying to think. I
No.
can't think of one. Word.
Mm-mm.
Not even a battle
So
with. Okay, okay.
yeah,
You don't
no,
have any crystal clear losses where even you be like, nah, he probably got me.
no. I mean, I don't really have none. Period. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, if you think about it now, we can go through them. I don't have none of those type of battles, and I think, like I told you, when somebody see you and you're doing good, you're just doing good. I feel like they get mad at it. Like, I can't stand him. Who he think he is? Like that. So I don't have those battles. It's either I won or was debatable. So I feel like in that one they was able to say it, which that's what I said. Every battle is something different, so I'm really used to it. If you,
Okay.
every battle I ever went to, if you go all the way back to the X Factor, he was gonna kill me. I can't rap with him. I can't do that. It's always something. Oh, this is not gonna work against Rock. Oh, that stuff Good's doing gonna work against Rock. Rock is too aggressive for him. And I'm sitting back saying, "Dad, man, y'all don't even know that the aggression, my style is perfect for that."
Mm.
I'm not gonna say it on. I can't say it on camera because then that's giving away. But I know it's perfect for that.
So what do you think when you as a rapper and you've watched Calico over his career?
Mm.
How do you see him as far as rap ability? Do you
I
think
think
that he's a great rapper? Do you just feel like, like nothing crazy? Like how do you
I
see
think
him?
Calico's a great rapper.
Okay.
think he's dope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And rap, like I'm really a rapper. Like I know how to rap words, word plays, and people do give me credit for wordplay at times, but they just think rap is just punchlines.
Nah,
Like
nah.
I'm very good at putting my words together, like a play
But
off
but but,
words.
but hold on one second. I want to stay on Calico
Oh,
for a
my
moment.
fault. Okay, so
No,
no,
no.
I was doing that to go back into Calico and say he's good at that.
Okay,
That's why.
okay.
So I look at things that like from a rapper point of view because I know how to rhyme words and make 5 words rhyme together. And if I want, I can make the whole line rhyme. Calico also knows how to do that. He's a good rapper with a flow.
Do you see a weakness on him?
Yeah,
Any weaknesses that you could say that wouldn't give up your attack, or something that you could say that's just like, yo, I don't mind putting this on the stream.
yeah, I could. I feel like Calico drifts away where he starts talking about too much of something else
Mm, okay.
instead of
Uh,
attacking his opponent the whole time. And I
and
feel
his
like,
str-
yeah,
and his strength on the flip side.
um, the ability to captivate the people while he's up there. He can captivate the people and make. He walks out playing his song, dancing. He's a character. No, 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 not in a bad way. He's a character, like, and it's dope. He's always Calico when he walks on that stage, and he has a good way of captivating the people. Like he can open his mouth and the people listen. Because I know that because that's something I have. No matter if you like me or
Okay.
not, when I walk on that stage, once I open my mouth, they listen. Everybody doesn't have that. Calico has that. Like, like Calico don't gotta say if he don't want to quiet down. Because that's I don't gotta say quiet down. All I gotta do is say, yo, starts to get ready to start rapping, they're gonna quiet down. Because no matter what they say, they want to hear certain people they want to hear what they gotta say, whether they like you or not. I feel like Calico has that ability. Everybody doesn't have it.
This matchup, man, I feel like this is a very important battle. It's like a legacy battle. Uh, do you see it that way? You don't see it that way? You don't see this as a
Maybe, well,
legacy
listen, you know what? I can't.
because y'all both coming from that era?
Maybe because I'm in it. Maybe I don't because I'm in it. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm just looking at another opponent that I gotta go, and I'm fired up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fired up. And one thing I like about Calico, I said this on another joint is I know I don't gotta worry about him going over time. We agreed to what we agreed to.
Y'all probably got like threes plus grace.
Yeah, three
Yeah,
to
y'all
four.
definitely got nothing less than that because y'all got
Yeah, no,
people.
never.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do less than that. But
Yeah.
we definitely got three grace up to four actually.
Yeah,
You know
something
what I'm
like
saying?
that. Something
And
like that.
and that's good. And I like Calico, but Calico not gonna over rap. What he got paid to do, he gonna go up there and do. And that's what I like. When you going and stepping into these new dudes, they got something to prove, and I understand it. So and y'all not sitting there stopping the time. So we'll agree to three, and they rap in 6 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's something I like, and I think that's a talent in its own to agree to a
Being
time
able
that
to be
fit
within
this.
the time and
People don't
still be
understand that's a
impactful.
talent. People don't understand that's a talent. You gotta to be able to say what you want to say in this amount of time. Certain people are long winded. They they don't start catching fire until towards 3 minutes.
I like that. I like because I really can't. I believe you because I really can't think of one. If I could think of one off the top real quick right now, I would say it.
What's
I
that?
can't think of a battle that you have. I'm just like, nah, he got goods the fuck out of there. Like you put up a good fight, even if it's debatable, or even if somebody
If
edges
somebody
you, or
say,
even if you,
yeah,
yeah. I'm
if you
trying to
say
think of when
no,
you got dragged. Like I'm trying. I
nah,
can't think of goods getting
nah.
dragged.
That's not on my jack. I mean, we could. I don't have a lot of battles, so we could run down. Wherever you want to start from. You want to start from
No, no, no.
first?
I could. No, I'm with you.
Oh,
I'm with you because it would have definitely popped into my thoughts. But that becomes a stripe for somebody like Cal on September 2nd. You know what I'm
what's
saying?
that?
That's what I'm going with that.
What you
Like if
mean?
I knew if I could really sit up here and be like, yo, Good's never been dragged. What you think I'm coming to do?
It's never gonna happen in life ever.
How could you prevent any battle rapper from, including Calico on September 2nd, from dragging you?
Because I got
What is it about Goods that you could say could never happen in life? You don't think that that's a little bit too
I got
cocky?
you. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. So I'm explaining to you. In a battle, right? You battle, you flip the coin. Somebody goes first, somebody goes second, somebody goes third, somebody go fourth, right? So all I'm saying is I still have to rap. The only way I can be dragged is if I don't remember my stuff. I'm not on top of my game. So preparation is the only thing the way I can be dragged, not going material for material because I know how to write for my opponent. I don't think I get enough credit for that. I know how to write for my opponent. If you go look at any of my battles and you watch them, all that stuff is catered for my opponent. I can't say it to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So, and my preparation is like I'm really on top of my stuff. So I feel like for me to get dragged, my preparation has to not be good.
So you're talking about you have like a certain type of approach to your prep that you feel is just tried and true, obviously through trial and error, and you coming up with however you process your rounds. But that could be a talent within itself too, because they say wars is won on tactics. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's no
Hmm.
anybody that's just running out there guns blazing is a different story. So I'm curious. You also said earlier that you don't really do too much of the over personal stuff.
Hmm.
So is people just gonna expect you to just out rap him in that small room blue room setting on September 2nd? Then
I mean,
is that what?
that doesn't mean that. I said I don't go deep into it. That wouldn't be my whole line of attack. I think something else I don't get credit for is I'm actually a well-rounded battle rapper. I actually do everything pretty well. I actually just don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Whether I think with every battle rapper, right, you got them one or two things that stand out. Like when you talk about Hitman, you talk about performance because that's what stands out. But Hitman does other things well. He does at least two to three other things well. You get what I'm saying? But because that stands out, that's all people talk about.
Yeah.
Hitman is very well at attacking his opponent also. You know what I'm saying? Or Rock, right? What's something that stands out about Rock?
They're gonna say it's gun balls,
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you. Think of something. Let's take gun bars out, right? Think of something else that Rock does well.
performance.
There we go. That's simple though. But he's
Yeah,
not. They don't say that. He don't get mentioned in that.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't get mentioned in that, and I got great performance. It's just because it's not but it's about
So
captivating the crowd.
so when you see fans say things like "Yo, Goods," for this matchup right here with Calico, we don't want to hear the stunting. We don't want to hear, the luxury cars or we don't. What do you think that comes from then? Why do fans say that?
Because
And
they,
and how do you adjust to that for a Calico battle? Because I
but,
see the corner lord shit you're doing.
because they heard that in the last battle, and something I realize is if somebody doesn't understand the stuff you're talking about, because maybe I'm talking because of the dealings I'm in now, the stuff I talked about in that battle, I guarantee a person like ARP understood everything I said,
Yeah,
and maybe was like, "Yo, that was dope," because it's something you understand. And I realized that everybody probably haven't been at a desk sitting, I mean, or at a meeting, at a round table, or certain things, or even know what business credit is or something like that is yet. So I was talking about what I'm into now, and I
yeah,
feel like I got away a little bit from what I went through to get to where I'm through now. But I felt like at that time I talked about that enough. I know what I went through. I know I really was living that what I was talking about. So now when I get into battle with Calico, I'm excited. I'm smiling because with Calico, I can go back to talking like that. I can go back to talking like me and Rock. I can go back to talking like me and T Top. I go back to talking like me when I battle Verb. It just opens the door, and people don't understand how easy it is for me to talk like that because I'm talking about I let's say maybe I was scared to go back there because I came so long of a way. And now, you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm
That's
being
that's that's dope though, because once again, the corner lord shit that I see you saying, the video you put on your channel, the ciphers that you got another one even coming up with I think Cortez and Head Ice on the fly. You
right,
got
right,
another
right.
cipher coming up.
I'm not doing that one. I just that's why I put head ice in the one. I'm gonna just host that one.
Just hosting. That's
I'm just
dope.
host
That's
that.
dope.
But I wanted to get some other people that talk and could talk it for me and because I do want to focus on the battle and do
But
that.
that
You know what I'm saying?
but even that's still important because where I'm going with it is the cipher goods. in a small room, blue room. Does that element within itself just is that people overlooking that? Like how you give it up in ciphers when you have the opportunity
Yeah.
to just rap in that pit type of essence
Listen,
setup.
people got it backwards, and I'm explaining you why. When you come from battling in front of 3,000 people, 2,000 people, and controlling that room, it's easy for you to go in a room with 250.
Mm,
It's it's different when you come from 250 people and try to battle in front of 2,000, 3,000.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
totally different.
yeah. We
For me
seen
to
it.
go in that room with 250 people, I'm back to Lions Den. I'm back to in a barbershop. I'm back to in a corner store. I came from this. I did this. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Shout out to KRS One, man. I just got it, and I want to say this. I'm gonna toot my own horn real quick. Shout out to KRS One because I just got a DM. I never met KRS One. I just got a
Shout
DM
out to
from him.
Chris.
Yeah, I just got a DM from him. They doing a festival, 50 years of hip hop, where hip hop started. I'm from that area. I'm from where hip hop started, Cedric. That's a walk up the block for me, right? I'm from there, and I got a DM, and he sent me an invitation and said, "You're invited. Thanks what you've been doing for hip hop for the Bronx."
That's dope. Shout out to Chris.
Super dope. That's what I wanted to
That's
super dope,
dope.
and it's just said it. I wanted to say that because that was super. I was surprised. I was surprised. But to go back in that room, it takes me back to that essence. I really came from it. I'm battle tested in every. Pe- I've been on URL for 15 years, 14 years. I was on Lions Den for 3 years before that, so that makes it 17 on camera, 18 on camera. Before that, I was in the streets for 10 battling, maybe however else long. You get what I'm saying? It's
I haven't seen a joint in the studio with you. Who was that? You and Jay
me
Mills?
and Jay Mills, bro. I was
Yeah,
20 or something like that.
yeah.
I just don't understand how, and it's cool. I'm not here to argue with nobody. I'm not here to go back and forth. I'm here to show, improve. So I'm just smiling. I'm excited about the blue room. And the only reason you got over on me is because it's in the blue
He had
room.
to end it like that. Yeah, you know what? This is what I need from you, G, and then we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna catch up on all the super chats. I'm gonna take
Uh,
myself off the stream. I'm gonna leave you up here by yourself for 30 seconds.
uh,
Final words directly to Calico for September 2nd. Well, I shouldn't say final words because I know we're gonna still be outside, but final words for this stream right here to Calico. All right, go ahead. So
got you.
this guy hit the fucking button. Unless he did that shit on purpose. He might have did that shit on purpose. They said, y'all got nothing to say to that nigga right now. That's very possible. Maybe he hit that fucking button on accident. Oh shit. Yo, how y'all feeling about yo man, Cal is Cal, the wizard, and the way that man writes and he raps and his ability and him. Calico is just like Goodz. I want to be in a blue room. I want to do one of these. I want to come with that type of those type of rounds. Um, but listening to Goodz kind of remind us like I'm gonna go through these supers, man. Has Goodz ever been dragged? I can't think of him ever getting dragged. We done seen some of our greats, some of the best battle rappers in the world get dragged. Like that's kind of crazy, right? Clean C. Speaking of surprise battle, disaster versus twerk. What are the possibilities this ever happening on RBE? Shout out to Clean C. Appreciate the super. I mean, you never know. Uh, as the battle rap community continues to um move in certain directions where I feel like it's beneficial, all types of options come onto the table. You know, this is my guy and I fuck with twerk. So you never know. Grand finale. Appreciate the super. She cute and all that, but QB is 30 in RX. Oh shit. RX. I'm gonna have RX up here. She's gonna answer that in a second. I'm gonna go through a couple of these supers. Raymond Rivera. I appreciate the super, homie. Thank you. But I still want to close out talking about my. I want to start reading some of y'all comments about Goodz and what he was just saying, battling Cal in that blue room and the rap ability. Just comparing those two. A Verb has the most pressure with running his mouth. That was my topic earlier for anybody that missed it. Shout out to Kendall Outlaw. So you think of the whole card, Kendall has the most pressure. All right, I'm gonna close out, y'all. I like the way Goodz really expressed that. You know, going back to what he's come from in that small room setting, couple hundred people in a building. And yeah, the man didn't get here without rapping. I'm gonna get Cal up probably this week. We're gonna answer some of that. We're gonna talk about this, y'all. RareBreedENT.com. Get your live pay-per-view September 2nd. Also got RX coming up. A couple other people coming up. Keep your eyes on the channel. I got more battles dropping. I think we dropped one today. Got more dropping this whole week. And we got a full trailer coming announcing the remaining 4 battles, the surprise battle. I might give y'all some hints. Stay close to the channel. A lot of shit. We're just gonna continue putting content up on y'all for y'all. But more lives like this coming. Shout out to Goodz. He said some real important things. He was talking some facts in this interview. Great to build and politic with some of the artists, some of our GOATs and some of our legends like that. So once again, big salute and shout out to Goodz, man. That was a real good sit down to have him up here and talking his talk. But we got a lot more people to talk to, and I want to see the way Cal is going to respond to some of that. All right, y'all. So I'll be back in a second. It's your boy. I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all.